Today we're talking about what to look for in a single-family residential investment property. We're going to be looking at what are the top 3 things that I look at when I'm evaluating that property. And at the end of this video, I'll have a unique offer for you to be able to work with me directly to look at investment properties with you, or even if you're looking at that investment property as a potential home to live in and fix up, which I call value add investing, where you're going to live in it and put that sweat equity into it. I'll do the exact same thing for you. The number one thing is the exterior. It's pretty simple. As you pull up to the property, what does it look like? What's the age and condition of the roof? What does the paint look like on the exterior? Is it chipping? Is it look like it's falling off the house, or is the siding falling off the house? The next thing that you want to look for is, are there any major cracks in the foundation? Greater than 1/2 inch is a cause for alarm. And then the final thing you're looking for as you're walking through the exterior of the property is there any major moisture problems? Is there water sitting up against the foundation? Is the yard mushy where there's potentially some sort of a water drainage problem going on with the property? All those can be costly items to work on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go interior. And in the interior, looking for, are there major cracks running in weird spots on the wall? Do you have kind of what I call like shearing type of drywall effects going on? Major cracks in the corner of a window area. The next thing I'm doing is does the property smell on the inside? Does it smell like mildew? Does it smell like mold? And does it have any nasty pet odors? Because all those things are really hard to get out and can cost you a lot of money. Then, when I'm looking at the condition of the kitchen, I'm checking under the sink. I'm looking at is there any dry rot under the sink? Is the kitchen floor kind of mushy? Does it have any soft spots? And then the next thing we'll go to is the bathroom, and we'll do the exact same evaluation. How's the bathroom floor around the toilet? Looking underneath the bathroom sink, does it have any, evidence of having a leak there? When I'm touching the shower area or walking near the shower area, is it kind of wet, or is it mushy, or is it kind of flexible in that area? Those are all major issues that would indicate you have dry rot somewhere. So after that, we would walk out into the garage and kind of look at the garage and determine what's the condition of the garage. Does the garage have drywall on the ceiling? Does it have drywall on the sides? If not, you have yourself a potential fire hazard with a garage that just has, 2x4 construction. And a lot of times, it'll have 2x4 construction in the garage and it's not drywalled in, but it'll have some drywall kind of blocking off the rest of the house, which is better than, having that space open, which could, cause a fire to go inside your attic space. We've gone through the garage. Right there is where we want to be next for our next inspection, which is the major systems. Most of the major systems are in the garage. Sometimes they're not, and you got to hunt them down. But what you're looking for is, the plumbing, specifically the hot water heater. What's the age and condition, of the hot water heater? Does it have any rust or cracks or anything like that around it? Is it leaking water? Then you want to say, where's the HVAC system? Okay, HVAC system. What type of HVAC system is it? What's the age and condition of the HVAC system? What type of HVAC system is it? Does it have an AC unit that's outside that you need to take a look at? And if it does have an AC unit outside, what's the age and condition of that? Because there's a lot of componentry with those two systems that one may have been updated and the other one might not have been over time. The next thing that I look for on the major systems is the electrical. What type of panel do I have? How old is that electrical panel? Is it from the early 1900s, or does it look like it's been updated? And does it look like it's been modernized? And a lot of times panels, they have a sticker on them that says when they were installed and who was installed by. So in modern electrical panels, they're typically 200 amp panels. Some of them can be bigger, they can be 400 amps, but I would say most standard homes that have been built in the last 25 years are 200 amp panels. And that's the most ideal thing. Anything below that, typically you can't add a lot of electricity things to it. So if you had to rewire the house, you might be stressing out the panel and you have to do a panel swap, at that time. So it could cost you a lot more money to do that. With that, we're gonna recap the top 3 things that you need to look for when you're looking for an investment property and you're evaluating it. it is the exterior, walking through those whole things and everything that I told you. The interior, what's the smells, what's the condition of the interior, does it have any major cracks or anything like that going on, or dry rot inside the house, and then the major systems inside of a home. And again, that breaks down to the plumbing, that breaks down to the electrical, and that breaks down to the HVAC. And once you've got a good idea of all those systems in the house and whole, then you can start to formulate a plan to be able to update the home and determine those updated repair costs that you need, whether you're going to do it all at once and flip it, whether you're going to do that and just keep it as an investment property and rent it out, whether you're going to do that and live in it for a couple of years and fix it up over time. But that walking through that process and evaluating a home like that is one of the most important things that we help clients do at Grand Real Estate Investments. And that's the offer that I'm going to make for you today. If you'd like to work with Grand Real Estate Investments, we will help you evaluate your investment properties. We will walk out, we will determine exactly what I told you. We'll walk through the exterior, we'll walk through the interior, we'll walk through the major systems with you, and we'll help you formulate the costs of what it costs to go through all those systems and what it's going to cost to update your property over time, as well as give you our spreadsheet to work and reverse the numbers back out to tell you if it's going to be a good investment property. And this spreadsheet will work whether you're an investor or you're going to be moving into the property and living there over 2 years. You still have to know the numbers, because you still have to know if you're going to make a profit on it or if you're going to lose money, because we look at every single home at Grand Real Estate Investments as an investment. And we want to advise any clients we work with the best we possibly can so they can have the best outcome when they're looking at buying an investment property. If you're interested in our special offer today, go ahead and fill out the form below. You'll get the Excel spreadsheet. You'll get a telephone call from us or an email from us, and we will coordinate with you and we'll start helping you figure out how to find those investment properties.